I don't intend to keep sharing synchronicities, but I want to open people's eyes to the spirituality and see through my journey, and then maybe they'll have their own experiences too. Um, so there's a couple of things that's happened just recently, like literally a little while ago, and I thought, well, I'll talk about this then because that was insane, like literally insane. Actually, I'm waiting. I'm just noticing it now as I look. That's even more insane. Okay, so in this video, I don't know how much you can see there. I'm going to try and zoom in just briefly.
You might have
Oh, no, it's not
Some
let
of
me.
these
God
emotions
damn
that
it.
you
There's a
are
problem with these computers
experiencing are not
sometimes.
actually yours.
you
No, it's
might
not let me do it.
Some of
I
these
can't
emotions
zoom
that
in.
you
You'd have to go full screen to see it. I can only do so much for people. So on her video at the top there, she's put 222. She's put 444. So it's the top left of her video. She's put, you're picking up on their feelings, divine union, telepathy, sharing thoughts and feelings and dreams. Now, I've struggled to sleep like crazy lately. Like my sleep pattern's been off for the past, I think, 2 weeks. Where I'm not even sleeping. I'm awake all the way through. It's now 6:30 in the morning. Still haven't slept. It's mad. Um, I didn't used to believe in twin flames. I was like, oh, it's just a statement people make to try and give themselves this a prominent relationship, really, and then they get attachment issues, and then it's just crazy. So effectively, someone gets obsessed with someone, they call it twin flame, and then all of a sudden, there's a valid reason as to that connection. Then they start in their head, they make it bigger than it is, and it's quite toxic, really, because they stay attached to people they should let go, and then you don't see the value of those in front of you. It's a problem. Um, if it's not a twin flame, of course, but I've had too much happening where I'm like, wait a minute, I know this person's my twin. I know they are. I'm going to show it in a minute, and one of the signs I get. If you've got a big mission on this earth, you've got a big purpose, so you're going to do some big things. It stands to reason you're going to have some big challenges. And I get signs of this person, like the person I consider my counterpart. I don't say twin flame, I just say divine counterpart because that can encompass both that and soulmates and all sorts. Um, So I sort of know my purpose, and I get a lot of signs about the path we're going to have and the fact that we're going to be a power couple. I've had that for so long, saying these things. Um, so I'm just following the trail, and they're on my mind a lot, even when I don't want that, because it's just an annoyance after a while. If nothing's happening, you want to just move forward. So I'm good at actually sort of cutting it out and just getting on. Though I don't sort of like dwell. Um, but like I say, I it's weird. I just feel like sometimes like sometimes my mood fluctuates, and I'm thinking this ain't normal. Like, why would I feel that way? I don't need to feel that way. And I'm thinking this ain't just me. This is them. I can feel the anxiety. I can feel the frustration with the situation because it's making me frustrated in this situation. When really I should be quite peaceful. I've got when I think about my life, I'm like, what? There's no rush. I'm chill, but I don't feel chill. So it's like I don't get it. It's like to the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows. The lack of sleep. They're in a different country, so the time zone's off. So yeah, so I feel like if they're thinking of me, for instance, and I'm not seeing it physically, but they are thinking of me a lot, that's affecting my sleep. So that's affecting my ability to relax. And that's what I've been thinking. I haven't had confirmation of that. I haven't actually asked Spirit through my tarot cards yet or anything, but at least I don't think I did. I don't know. But anyway, don't want to go off too far with this. But this video is all about this union. And I'm thinking, okay, I haven't actually watched it. I got about 10 seconds in and thought, well, I'll wait and I'll talk about it after. Before I get onto that one, I just want to quickly show this other one. I don't think I'm going to be able to show it now, but all I can do is tell people you can, if you press the full screen button, or if you're on YouTube, you'll see it anyway. On TikTok, you just have to press the full screen button. I can't freaking zoom in. It's not letting me. It just changes the video. It's stupid. Unless you can do it here. Oh, maybe I can. Can I? No, it just pushes the video sideways. Look, it's stupid. It's something to do with the way they've developed this website. It's not optimized at all for this. It's stupid. It's just doing the text. It's going to mess my what I wanted to show up. I can do it a different way, but it's not ideal. So this video talks about a big purpose. I get fed up with this chosen one statements, but believe me, I get a lot of signs of it. I get a lot of signs of fame, opportunity coming. It's just one thing after another, though, to be honest. I'm not really someone that needs all this status stuff, and I don't like labels. But yeah, I've had enough readings for myself and from other people to understand my purpose. I'm not here to sort of say things just to make it happen. I'm just sharing it because I'm sharing the signs. So if something happens, I've said it well in advance. It would seem surreal. I really wanted to show that. I might be able to because actually the writing's on the right hand side that I wanted to show people. Maybe try and blow it up to about 300% then because it might let me. See the number there? Next, right to the right hand side there of my screen, 144. I don't know if you're going to see it because I might have my face there because TikTok likes to do stupid layouts. I can't move it sideways, so I'll go back one. So you got 144 on the faves. Now, anyone that's deep into their spiritual journey or aware of the spiritual journey will be aware of the number 144. So 144 is where it's prophesized that 144, I think it's 144,000. Again, it could be million. I think it's thousand. I don't know. I keep saying that. I don't know the exact figure of it, but 144,000, let's say it's 4,000, light beings will be called upon to come to Earth and instigate a huge change on humanity. So it's not one person, it's a huge group of them. Now, you won't know each other at first hand. You'll be scattered around the world. So everybody has their own unique contribution. So that's what that is. So if I find it quite surreal that I get 144 on the faves, and believe me, this isn't the only video I've had. I get a lot, and I get a lot of synchronicities. I obviously don't share it with everyone. I've got my phone's full of screenshots. I don't even know why I bother, but yeah, I do. Not every single one, but most of them. I'll go screenshot. It's flooded with them. I have to delete them at some point because of storage. It's that mental. So anyway, we've got 144 there. That's a huge number in spirituality with that. And literally, I'll just go through it all quickly because I don't know if you can see it. They don't speak in this. This is just like a verbal one, I think. Music. Yeah, it's just 2 minutes of that. So literally, it just says this. A message to the wisest chosen of the Most High. Your life is going to be on center stage for all to see. You're very attractive right now, so mind your thoughts. Your name is about to be known worldwide. You feel that something big is about to take place for you in the air, water, sky, and animal kingdom. That's because the grammar's not the best. They are watchers giving you directions. Signs are everywhere, and they are pointing to one truth. That the world has never known experienced a human like you. Sound heart, sound mind, which means that they will not get enough of you. Like I'm getting goosebumps and chills now. I'm not asking for those goosebumps and chills. That's my guides and my higher self acknowledging it. You are highly intelligent. You are already being treated like royalty because noticing you is a regular occurrence for you by now. I don't know what that means. People noticing you is a regular occurrence for you by now. All right. That's because they have never set eyes on a real earth angel before. Yeah, it's not for me to say that. You are extremely generous. Enjoy these last few moments living as a commoner. You are going to be the first real, true royalty the world has ever witnessed since the time of the pharaohs. Except you are a light warrior and for the people. And that's interesting because I often refer to myself as a light warrior. Some people call themselves a light worker. I feel like I'm a soldier of light. I'm here to just I just speak upon things, and I'm like more like a wrecking ball. I'm just here to just put it across. I don't care what someone thinks about it. I don't care their reactions. I'm just gonna share my journey, which you see through my books as well. You do not have anything to prove. Your royal blood proves it. Exactly. I'm not here. I've never even given a shit about proving anything. I just try to open people's eyes to their own journey. And through that, it's easier for me to do it by sharing mine. You can see the signs I get. You can see how confident I am in the signs, in my position and what I'm doing. And then it's up to people really how they want to live their life and the alignment. You know, it's easier for me to show through myself. It just makes sense. The Most High wants to show you off now that you have been crowned. So that's interesting. So anyone sees my content, you know, I barely get views. I barely get any views. And the growth is just stagnant. I get a lot of signs about being hidden in plain sight. So the reason I do these videos as well is to leave the marker. I have no doubt my breakthrough will come. And I don't think it's that far into the future. So realistically, let's say you was thrust into the spotlight. Everybody knows who you are. You're making profound change. It's easy for me to say then that I've struggled in the past. People wouldn't believe you. People don't believe someone that's successful. They just don't. They naturally go, oh, yeah, it's easy. So I've shown my journey all the way through the struggles. So there can be no debate or question of the journey that it took to get there. People have witnessed it there firsthand, and there's an awful lot of evidence. And I was thoroughly aware of my path, and it was prudent to share the journey. That's what I've been doing. So effectively, you live a certain lifestyle for a set period, and then you live the life you was aligned to do. So effectively, I've gone through an awful lot of struggles to learn, heal, and grow, and literally experience everything everybody else experiences, not knowing at that time that it was for a bigger purpose. I was just working my way through it and figuring life out. But then the people from the past who are used to you being small, they'll find it uncomfortable to see you doing well for yourself. And it's like, yeah, because you know, when they don't see the status, they don't care. When they do, obviously, people become groveling. It's life. So I know I've gone on a bit here longer. We didn't mean to be 10 minutes at this point. If you got it this far, then God bless you. So this video come up, and I'm going to share these synchronicities with this one. So this is crazy. It's hard for me to keep dragging it. But if you see 222 in the top corner there, and now look at the synchronicities on the side of this video, and it blew my mind, in all honesty. I get synchronicities anyway, but that just consumed the whole right side of the video. So you've got 61, 61 twice. That's like, what the hell? And then straight away, you go 222, and then 22 on the shares, and you've got 222 at the top. Like, I don't know if that blows people's minds, but it blew mine, even though I get it on a regular occurrence anyway. Sometimes it's like one or the other, though. It's not usually all at that. I've had it, but I just thought, considering the topic of this video now, when I'm talking about the twin flame journey, that's really what it was. It was like, okay, so we're talking about this, are we? So now I'm going to show people the video, and I haven't watched it myself, so it's going to be interesting. Let's see how that unfolds. Bear in mind the synchronicities with that. I've got no doubt this is absolutely meant for me to hear. Why else would I get those numbers? But that's synchronicity in a nutshell. That's spirit providing you with the information. I had a video recently. It had literally 4 8s across the top, and I think it was 777 somewhere as well in the same video. And I was like, what the hell? So that was similar, but the relevance wasn't anything to do with this.
Some of these emotions that you are experiencing are not actually yours. You are picking up on someone else's emotions that are feeling like they are shaking your world up. Your guides are coming through to let you know to use your discernment. And it's not a bad thing, but here's the thing. When we cord in with someone, when you are constantly thinking about someone, when someone is constantly thinking about you, there's this energetic cord that is created, and you literally can pick up on each other's feelings. You can pick up on each other's thoughts. And if we don't use our intuition, we will just take other people's thoughts and feelings as our own. And so some of you are feeling all bent out of shape because of certain emotions that are feeling super strong, but look at this. I just had a bunch of cards come out. The King of Cups, the King and Queen of Cups. This is a very deep connection. The Two of Cups is divine union. So there is some sort of corded connection that you have with this other person. There's a divine masculine, divine feminine, regardless of gender. But there's some sort of transformation that probably the both of you are going through at this time. And it feels like you're both shifting at rapid paces. And that's why when you're picking up on this other person's feelings, it feels like your head is spinning. And it's because there's this transformation you're both walking through, and you're both picking up on each other's feelings. And there's a lot of Knight of Cups action that is wanted to be taken moving forward. Someone feels very protective over you, and there is clarity that's coming through the situation. I'm recording this around a full moon, and it seems like there is definitely action that wants to be taken. We have the little chess piece here. The Emperor is the ascended masculine. This is someone who feels secure in themselves, who feels like they have something to offer to the table. So the Strength card, there's been a lot of building of strength, of taking action, of really creating this empire from within so it can be created with someone else. So throat, look at all this blue. A lot of throat, wanting to speak, right? Mercury is coming out of retrograde, and the full moon is revealing so much because it's also in Gemini. Mercury is going to be in Sagittarius, which is opposite of Gemini. So it just feels like there's this spark, this kind of like, I can't hold this in anymore. And so with the Two of Wands, look at the little world there. There might be an opportunity for you to go somewhere. You might be meeting someone somewhere. Someone might be coming to you. And it feels like you have been really protecting your peace, and your guides are just really reiterating the fact that you're probably picking up on someone else's feelings when you're feeling kind of all over the place as far as like, what is this person feeling about me? Okay, Judgment, the Hermit, the World. There is a cycle that's coming to an end, and it's through this separation. So it feels like there's, oh my gosh, There's a time of separation that's coming to an end. This is all about closing cycles. In the hermit, there had to be a cycle of hermit mode, of separation, and coming to Jesus, coming to God, right? Like coming to your truest divine self in order to be in divine union, in order to truly connect with someone on a level where they meet you halfway, where you're not like, what are they thinking about me? How are they feeling about me? Like all of these things, it's all coming to surface very clearly through this full moon. And especially if you meditate every morning, you bring yourself back to center, you give yourself a protection bubble, you cut some cords, you'll really feel into how you are feeling. You'll really be able to connect in with the divine through you. And that is when this other person will be a magnet to you, and there's going to be some sort of divine union coming together. Some of these emotions.
That's pretty cool. Expect whether to say anyway. Sometimes when I do my protection, I have specific things to happening. Like she just said that about you do your divine protection and things, your light bubble around you. That's part of the advanced spiritual part, really. If you know the spiritual journey, I'm covering this in my books, but for the most part, it's in one of my books, Losing Mind to Find Your Soul. But the other day, I was doing my protection, and I just stood there because I could sense perhaps something. Because I stay up really late, so we all know sort of like the witchy hour, the times when things could maybe go a bit awry, and the fact that I'm a source of light makes me more susceptible to being bothered. And I feel peace in even if I feel that there's anything there to bother me, I feel quite peaceful. I'm just, it's like whatever. I'll just, even in a storm, I'll just relax, and it's like I'll just do this. I'll just do my protection now. So I was doing it, and I knew I'm a source of light, and I know I'm an earth angel. And I don't say that lightly. I just know what I am. There's no point denying it. There's no point, what I mean, I think that's the problem with people. We have to keep dimming ourselves to make others comfortable with something, and it's like it is what it is. Yeah, I don't care what people think. So I'm doing my protection as I normally do. I'm doing my light around me, and it's getting strong, and I'm making it big, and then I even bursted it really big in this in the imagination sort of thing. And I've made it like most people keep trying to hide themselves, and I am not interested in hiding. So I made myself like this beacon of light, like this massive ball of light. I'm getting goosebumps now because I know how powerful I am. It's just harnessing it and learning to really delve into that because my mind's always so busy. I don't get to meditate like everybody else does. When I do, it's really powerful, vivid um, visions I get. But for the most part, I don't do it often anywhere near enough, like at all. Really, it's just so rare because I've bit my mind. I'm so tired a lot because I'm always thinking this, thinking that, doing this, doing that. So I'm standing there, I'm doing my light, and then I just imagine I felt strong in myself, so I just imagined the wings opening, and literally these massive wings opening from behind me, obviously from my back. Um, Not in physical form here, but in the thing, and it was really powerful, and I just felt so confident and strong. And I already had the light shield going, and a massive ball, massive light. And I did the ball light, and I just made it explode outwards, and then sucked it back in. Some massive power, and then I had the light, the wings, and I just thought, you know what, I know who I am. Um, I'm getting massive goosebumps, and chills at the moment, like massive power over me at the minute. Feeling. Um, and I think the thing is, we dim ourselves so much that we lose a lot of that essence, that power. So I know in the astral, in the ethereal, I know how my spirit is. I know how strong my spirit, my soul is, and I think it's quite evident in life in general the way I overcome a lot. But even on the other side, where there's like entities that want to destabilize us and try to derail progress, and they just want to harass and bring us down. It's like I'm aware of my strength on the other side too, and it's connecting the two together. So yeah, that was really cool because I know I can protect myself, and it's just harnessing that. But anyway, that's an advanced stage, just something for me to sort of keep delving into and experiencing. And it's like I say, I'm not going to sit here and pretend it didn't happen or try and dim something or say that's outrageous. It's outrageous to people who don't have these experiences. It's not outrageous to others on a journey. So it'd be people that have had similar experiences to me, and and it's like a lot of people hide, and I don't hide. So yeah, I don't care if it's something seems surreal or anything. I share my experiences um, because it might help someone. And yeah, I'm always growing, expanding. I'm always having new experiences. So there's still plenty to go. I've heard of incredibly gifted people um, who can see entities and remove them and things. That's like that's some very special gifts, and not many people have that. Um, not saying I don't I don't think that's my I've spoke to that to someone who has that gift, and they said they could train me to a certain extent, but they don't feel that's my purpose in this lifetime. Because we all got a role. That's the thing. It's like their purpose is to balance between dark forces and light. So they meet both, and they have these experiences that people would just think is crazy. But I knew they weren't crazy. I knew what they were talking about. And it's levels. This is just levels. And effectively, we've all got a path, and we have our own unique experiences, and that's what it's about. It's not competing with anybody. But yeah, because what I saw a gifted person said to me, you'd be able to do all those things, and I thought, well, do I need to? I've only got so much time in the world. I'm trying to do other things. I can't be everywhere. I can't be sort of fighting demons, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, while I'm trying to freaking help humanity. How can you expect me to do all that? I'm not freaking superhuman. The world's heavy enough as it is. So it's balancing things, but I'm learning that I have the capacity to do a lot, but it's really putting my time and energy towards what it should be doing and what needs to be done. Um, but it just shows there's so much that can be learned and experienced. It doesn't end. There's always something else to grow into, more knowledge to be acquired, more channeling to build upon that knowledge, really. So there's a lot we can actually learn from spirit once we connect. But again, it's all frequency. You've got someone at a low vibration who is not doing anything with their lives and they're just destabilizing people. They're not going to have these experiences. This is high vibration, high frequency. You literally have to go on a huge healing journey to identify yourself and be very grounded and stable, like with who you are. It takes years to get to that level, and you have to want to do the journey. Like I said, most people just get caught up in greed and all that shit, and that's all low vibrational. So those sort of people, they'd think it's absolutely crazy because it's so far fetched from where they could even get to, and in their lifetime they may never have been supposed to go that high. But some of us are, so we outgrow our shell and start ascending. So yeah, I really don't care. Really, I know it's going to be met with like division and confusion, but what do I care, man? I'm just on my journey. I'm just chill. I'm just ready for whatever comes out. It just is what it is. But like I say, you try and those that don't believe anything. I'm not saying you have to believe anything I say because it's my experience and I'm the one that knows what I go through. But what I would say is try to make sense of that. I'd love someone to do the odds on that, like a calculated odds. I don't know how you figure out odds out on things like that, but tell me the odds of winning that, getting that, because I think that's harder than the lottery numbers. In total honesty, they have numbers that sink so much. That's mental. Um, I have loads of others. That's not the only one. So if that was rare enough, now imagine having that repeatedly on a regular basis, very similar throughout the day, not just one, continuous, and then the times match on the clock. If I walk in the kitchen, boom. And it's like, sometimes I'll say a certain word. Even if I watch a video, the person's not laughing and I find something funny. So I go to laugh. And as soon as I laugh, the person actually laughs at the exact same time. It's like, what just happened? And these are synchronicities. It's not always going to be through numbers. There's so many different ways. Like I say, I'm not going to keep sharing every little thing. It'll be through the books. And then it's like just getting on with my life and evolving because it takes time to keep expressing that and sharing it. And it's just, I'd rather just ascend, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I have these experiences and I'll continue to have these experiences. And I'll have experiences that most people probably never hear about. I'm not going to share every little thing unless spirit wants me to, of course. But if some things are just for me, then I'll be learning exclusively, and I'll be growing into it. But like I say, not everything's for everyone anyway. If you're low vibrational, you're definitely not going to have these experiences. And I think most people are not here to have it. But that 144, those that are part of that collective, they will definitely be aware and understand what I'm saying. And it won't seem far fetched to them. If anything, it just seems normal. That's the crazy part. Um, yeah, anyway, I thought I'd just share really some of the synchronicities and some of the things that have been happening with me. Yeah, it's quite surreal, but I'm growing into it just like anybody else that's learning. That's the thing. It's not taught to you. Do you know what I mean? You figure it out as you go, but you can't deny all your experiences, can you? It'd be ridiculous if I saw them numbers, for instance, and just said, "Oh, it's just numbers." you know in your head that was very rare. That doesn't make sense. How the hell is that possible? And to see it again, so then how do you start denying it? You know. But some people always come up with an excuse. Oh, it's just the system's gone mental. Well, believe it or not. System goes mental when you walk in the kitchen. The clock's the same. You know, you see your house number everywhere. That's getting crazy. I see a lot of numbers on videos and things, and it's always my house number. And I'm like, that's an extra level of madness. Um, yeah. Anyway,